I really wanted to get better at approaching groups of people. We used to call them mixed sets because it was guys and girls, called a mixed set. Okay, there's a mixed set over there. 3 guys, 3 girls. And I went over there and I just totally put myself out there, made corny jokes that they ended up having to laugh at. So dumb jokes, lots of energy. And the reason why I'm able to tell this story today, because I've approached so many women, like I can't remember all of them, but I remember this one because it was such a no big deal reaction that I was putting myself in hell for, that I thought, well, you can't go and approach men and women together because you're just going to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe I would have. And by the way, I've had tons of approaches where I'm approaching men and women at the same time, and that they did not go well.
Yeah.
But I was always proud of myself for doing it.
Exactly.
I never, ever, ever in my life have ever regretted one approach or one conversation of a stranger I wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
Because you learn something. So I want to teach guys and show them, it's that same thing I was talking about earlier, like that click of like, oh man, I know this thing. You dude, like as a friend, like dude, you gotta learn this. This is so cool.
Yeah, and you wanna,
you can get
want
there.
That same feeling you feel, you want someone else to feel, especially because a lot of guys like that, they struggle with the same type of problems with dating, and it's like, yo, I got the key. All right, this is gonna be it.
Yeah,
like you're so excited, but it's just crazy, man, that so many people suppress themselves because of the unknown of what's going to happen, of what's going to go wrong, when they're not really thinking of the possibility that it could go like right. Like the worst, literally the worst thing. I remember being in the music industry for years and sending music to people and like, damn, like I hope they don't roast it. And it's like, no, usually the worst thing that's going to happen is, oh no, I'm good. And then you go on to the next thing. The same thing applies to my coaching, my brand coaching business. I used to cold email and cold DM people all the time, but it took me time to get that courage to do so, because I'm like, damn, they're going to look at my Instagram and think my shit is shitty, and they're going to like think something negatively of my work or what I do. And if someone said no, they just simply said no. Or if I wanted to work with a brand, they just said no. But if I kept doing it and getting better at my pitches and getting better at the way I approach things, I started getting yeses. And now I can take those yeses and, like you said, and teach it to other people and how they can do the same thing, how they can duplicate those results. So I have other questions because this is so intriguing.
Yeah, I have a comment on what you said because it's something really important here that we need to touch on. You also have to be smart.
Yeah.
Okay. When I say that, I don't mean, you know, SAT smart. I just mean it's not just about going out there.
Yeah.
That, first of all, showing up is half the battle,
exactly.
right? The famous Woody Allen quote. Like,
but you got to sprinkle some strategy in there.
You do, and you have to maneuver things. And, you know, I have guys who say, I'm going out there, I'm approaching, I'm doing this, I'm going to dates, I'm swiping, nothing's happening. You got to change things.
Yes. And
you got to test things.
Yes.
And you got to be patient through the process.
I'm inspired right now.
Hard work is what rewards people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the bottom line. I remind myself, by the way, of that concept, that mindset, literally every day. Because I'm still doing things that I have goals in. Okay, maybe it's not getting more women.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that part's solved.
Yeah.
But I have other areas of my life
absolutely
that I'm trying to work on and accomplish. And there's a lot of days in a row where I'm like, this is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I want to give up. And I almost do. And then I say, no, we just got to keep doing it. But we need to change things.
Yes.
Right? So it's this idea of persistence and strategy.
Absolutely.
It's in everything. If you're not willing to do that, it's just, then that's what life will be for you. And I don't want to convince anyone to do it, but I'm going to give you the facts, and that is the facts.
I have two things there. One is I wake up every day and I try not to have a check the box mentality. So like you were saying, oh, I did the swiping, I did the dating. And it's like, yeah, but what level of intention did you do it? Did you really get detailed? Did you try it? Did you actually try? Or did you just do the things that I told you to do and just check the box and said that they were done? And I try every day not to have a check the box mentality, because it's like, did you do your best or did you just do it? My mom used to do that to me, especially, you know, she grew up in Mississippi cleaning houses all the time. I would clean houses with her, and I would go do it, do the living room, whatever. She go review, look at it, says, go back and do it again. I'm like, I did it. She's like, yeah, but did you do it right? Like, it's all about doing it right. But the other thing is the testing thing. I always equate things to food. I'm a fatty like that. I like to talk, it's food. And I think about business as a recipe. I think about life as a chef trying to figure out things. And sometimes that recipe,
how do we make this taste better?
Yeah, how's it get better? But the thing about it is, it's never how do I make it taste its best done. It's how do I keep making it better? We may have the same dish on the menu next year. Did we improve that dish? How are we making it better? So it's all about testing